First things first, when you're a new player and you load up into Lumbridge for that first time and you check out the Old School RuneScape map, you realize just how vast and confusing the map looks, kind of similar to the GTA 5 map. But unlike that map, this one, you could teleport basically to any location across the map with some major upgrades. In my inventory, I have 28 different teleports, and if you don't know half of these or any of them, well, don't worry, I'm going to show you what they are, how to obtain them, and why they're useful. Only a handful of these teleports can be purchased through the Grand Exchange. The rest must be obtained as a reward, achievement diaries, or quests. First things first, the highest magic level you'll need on the normal spellbook to use most of these teleports is going to be just level 61. And you're going to need a combination of just 5 runes. That's air, fire, earth, water, and law runes. From here, you can teleport to Varrock, Lumbridge, Faldor, your player-owned house, wherever that may be, Camulet, Ren Castle, Ardoin, Zavada, Illa Fortis, the Watchtower, and Trollheim. 6 out of 8 of these jewelry teleports can be purchased from the Grand Exchange, and they come in handy when doing quests, mini-games, clue scrolls, skilling, achievement diaries, or just trying to get around the map. The 6 that can be purchased are the Games Necklace, the Skilling Necklace, the Amulet of Glory, the Combat Bracelet, the Ring of Dueling, and the Ring of Wealth. The first jewelry teleport is going to be the Games Necklace. It teleports you to 5 locations, the first one being Barbarian Outpost, where I am at right now. The famous Barbarian Assault can be played here, that minigame, and you can get the fighter torso from that minigame. It is also a close and easy teleport to get to for Barbarian Fishing. The next location it teleports you to is Birthrub. It's easy access to the Birthrub Games Room, which nobody really plays that anymore, the Warriors Guild, or the Rogues Basement. The next teleport location is Corporal Beast. This is one of the strongest monsters in the game, and it's famous for the Spirit Shield drop. Tears of Guthix, if you have completed that quest, you can teleport here once a week. Do not carry anything in your hand or shield slot, and you can talk to Junga, and the XP that you collect from the tiers off the walls here will go into your lowest skill. And last but not least, the last teleport this takes you to is the Wintertodt Camp, obviously the Wintertodt minigame, which is the fire making minigame. Quick, easy access to Wintertodt. The next jewelry teleport is going to be the Skills Necklace. This teleports you to 6 of the skilling guilds around the game. The first one being the Fishing Guild, very self-explanatory right here. You can fish shark in there. The next one being the Mining Guild, which is located under the Faldor Mine. The next one being the Crafting Guild, quick, easy access to a bank chest. The next one is the Cooking Guild, just south of the GE. No one really goes here, so not much to do in there. The Woodcutting Guild, right in Zaya here. And the last teleport location will be the Farming Guild. Obviously, that one is in Zaya as well. And there are plenty of regular tree, redwood tree, fruit tree, patch locations, and the boss Spori can be killed here. Our next jewelry teleport is going to be the Amulet of Glory. Not only is the Glory one of the cheapest and best necklace upgrades, but it also teleports you to 4 locations: Edgeville, Karamja, Draenor Village, and Al-Kharid. Here is the Edgeville location, quick, easy access to the bank or the Edgeville dungeon. Next is Karamja, so you do not have to take the boat here. Right at the banana plantation, there's also a hard clue scroll location here as well. Draenor Village takes you to the center of Draenor Village, right outside the bank. There are also some clue locations here as well, and a bank chest, sometimes shooting stars, and the willow trees can be found here as well. Al-Kharid, again, good for clue locations. Also just north of the Shanty Pass when you need to get into the desert. And there's a bank just west of the teleport location. Our next jewelry teleport is going to be the Digsite pendant. The Digsite pendant is great for getting to Fossil Island, where you can do a lot of birdhouse runs, AFK on crabs. There are 3 hardwood tree patch locations there, also rune dragons, and the Fossil Island wyverns for slayer tasks. You do have to complete the Bon Voyage quest, and this teleports you to 3 locations. Just north of the dig site, you can take the boat to Fossil Island. The next location being Fossil Island itself. It takes you here to the heart and on Castle on the Hill, or House on the Hill, I should say. And the last one being the dungeon, where you can find the rune and adamant dragons. Next up is the combat bracelet. Again, this is obviously another great upgrade, just like the glory. It's a cheap upgrade if you do not have Barrow's gloves unlocked. This teleports you to 4 of the guilds in the game. The Warriors Guild as the first option. This is outside of Birthrub. Here you can get your Dragon Defender if you do not have that. The next one being the Champions Guild. Just south of Varrock, the Rune Armor Shop is in there, and this is where you start Dragon Slayer 1. Sometimes there is a Shooting Star location over here by the mine, and there's a Beginner Clue Step can be completed over there as well. The third location being the Monastery. Easy access to go back and reclaim your cannon if you have lost it, and teleports you just west of Edgeville at the Monk Monastery. Just monks here, nothing too special about that. And the last one being the Ranging Guild between Sears Village and East Ardoyne. Right here, teleport you right outside. There are shops, a mini game, and this is where you buy the 99 range cape. Our first ring teleportation is going to be the Ring of Dueling. The first location it teleports you to is Amir's Arena, which is also known as the Duel Arena in Al Kharid. The next location it takes you to is Castle Wars. Castle Wars minigame, and it's also a very close bank chest right here as well. The next is Ferox Enclave, which is a safe spot in the wilderness, level 15 wilderness. Here you can compete in LMS, do clan wars. There's a bank chest here as well, 2 bank chests actually, and the pool of refreshment to restore all your stats, your prayer, and your HP. And the last location being the Fortis Coliseum. And here it teleports you right outside the Coliseum, and this is where you can get your Dasane's quiver. Our next jewelry is the Ring of Wealth. Not only does it teleport you places, but also can pull up your bossing log, so you can check all the bossing KC that you have. It also has your coin collection. You can toggle that on or you can toggle that off to collect coins. It also teleports you to 4 locations, the first one being Miscellanea, which is an island in the Fremenick area. After completing the Throne of Miscellanea and Royal Trouble, you gain access to manage the kingdom, where workers will gather resources for you in exchange for GP, and it's a very profitable way to make some passive GP. I also made a guide on this area as well. The next teleport location is going to be the Grand Exchange, which is the fastest way to get to the GE if you do not have the Varrock Diary completed, where the Varrock teleport teleports you right to the GE instead of Varrock Square. The next location is going to be the Faldor Park. From here, you can kill the mole if you have a spade. Here you can plant a tree as well, and you're just right in the center of Faldor where there's a bank. And the last location is going to be Drakan. Not really sure how to pronounce that, but here under the Keldegrim mine, it teleports you to. There's really no reason to come here actually, so you'll probably never use this teleport once you've completed the quest here. It's just a sad location to teleport to. Our last ring is going to be the Slayer ring. This you can teleport to 5 different locations. You can also check your Slayer task. The first location is going to be the Stronghold Slayer Cave. Here, right outside of Neve or Steve, there's also a tree patch location, and there's a bank chest right up there. And in here is great for low to mid-level Slayer tasks, where there's Blood Valves and Hellhounds can be found in this Slayer Cave, along with Anku, Fire Giants, and so on. Next, it's going to be the Slayer Tower. Again, that is in the swamp, and this is a great location for your low to mid-level Slayer tasks. There are 4 levels in the Slayer Tower, and I'm guaranteeing you will get some tasks here, and it's the fastest way to get here. Next teleport location is going to be the Fremenick Slayer Dungeon. Right outside is a fairy ring. You can also get here through that way, and this is good for low-level Slayer tasks. The next one is going to be Tarn's Lair. Again, you're probably never going to go here after you complete the mini quest, so don't even use that teleport. It's a waste. And the last location is going to be the Dark Beasts location. This Slayer task is where you can get dark bows from. I believe you need high level 80s in order to kill these guys, but it's the fastest, quickest, easiest way to get here to kill dark beasts. Now, as you progress throughout the game, you will unintentionally or purposely complete some achievement diaries. There are 10 different rewards through the achievement diaries that give you teleportation devices. So that being the Morytania legs, Fremenick sea boots, Karamja gloves, the desert amulet, Rada's blessing, the western banner, Kandarin headgear, wilderness sword, the explorer's ring, and lastly the Ardy cloak. Each one of these items, 10 items, teleports you to a different location across the map. So the Morytania legs teleport you to the Ecto teleport, which is just north of the swamp here, where you can collect your ecto fungus for your slime. It also teleports you to the Bergderot teleport. This also teleports you to Bergderot, where there's a bank chest. There's also a shooting star sometimes, and you can complete the Mortmire minigame up here, the Shades of Morton. Also close to Barrows if you do not have the Barrows teleport unlocked or the Morton teleport unlocked. The Fremenick sea boots just teleport you to Fremenick. The Karamja gloves teleport you to Karamja, Gem Mine, and Shiloh Village. And there's a bank chest here. If you want to mine your gem rocks here, it's also a great easy access to your Slayer task, your Slayer Master up there, Duradel. The Desert Amulet teleports you to the desert in Narda. In Narda, the statue here, if you pray at it, it will overheal you on your HP. So that's pretty cool. There's also a bank chest here. The Wilderness Sword, I'll do that one last. That one teleports you to the Wilderness. Obelisk, I'll show you that in a second. The Ardy Cloak, that one teleports you to 2 different locations. The first one being the monastery. If you're an Iron Man, this is great. You can recharge your prayer from here. It's just south of Ardy. And farm teleport, there's a herb patch here. My herbs are dead. That's great. That's annoying. Whatever. Kandarin headgear teleports you to Sherlock. And that's good for clue scrolls because this guy gives you some clue scroll steps and they're pretty annoying. I hate them. Unenjoyable. The Western Banner teleports you to the Piscatorius. Oh my god, can't say that. Piscatorius fishing colony up here where you can fish monkfish. And there's also a bank chest here as well. Rada's Blessing teleports you to the Karen Woodland, just southern part of Zaya, and also teleports you to the mountain, the Slayer dungeon up here as well, and you have a Slayer task. You can get your Slayer task from Konar, and there's also a bank chest just across the way over there. The Explorer's Ring has a few different unique options with it. This one can recharge your energy. It can give you low alch or high alchemy up to 30 times a day, and it teleports you to the Faldor farm. Here, just south of Faldor, is a herb patch and some other patches as well. And lastly, the Wilderness Sword teleports you to the deep Wilderness Fountain of Rune, level 47 Wilderness to be exact. Here is where a lot of people charge their glories to hopefully get the glory, the eternal glory. I did not get it, unlucky. Teleporting here and standing near the Fountain of Rune gives you unlimited runes to cast any spell you desire, basically. Next 11 teleport items are all quest-related items. The Book of the Dead, also known as Kandarin's Memoirs, Teleport Crystal, Seed, the Royal Seed Pod, Drakan's Medallion, Calcified Moth, Icy and Stony Basalt, the Mythical Cape, the Lyre, Camulet, and the Ectophial. Book of the Dead is obtained after completion of the Kingdom Divided quest, and it teleports you to 5 teleportation locations. Lunch by the Lankarams, not sure what that is. That teleports you just here, just west of Hesidius. Next location you can go to is the Fisher's Flute. That teleports you just north of Zaya, northeast of Zaya. Next location is History of Herschel. What is that, Hershey? Hersey? That teleports you to the graveyard here. It is a close bank chest, and that's in the Shazian area. Next location is Jewelry of Jubilation. Some funny words. That teleports you up here to Lovacane. And the last location is going to be a Dark Disposition. And that teleports you near the library here in Arceus. After completion of the Underground Pass quest, you can kill any one of the elves in Prifnidus and receive the Teleport Crystal, and this teleports you to 2 locations, the first one being Lithia, and if you have not completed Song of the Elves, you cannot teleport to Prifnidus, but Lithia, there are a bunch of elves here, there's a dye shop over there, There's a fruit tree patch and a bank chest there. And after completion of Song of the Elves, you can teleport right into the heart of Fremenick, the city here where there are many things to do, such as Volcano. You can do the Gauntlet, a Slayer dungeon here as well, and this is where you can catch Crystal Implings. After completion of Monkey Madness 2, you can get the Royal Seed Pod. This can be used over level 30 in the wilderness. It's a one-click teleport, teleports you right to the base of the Grand Tree. After completion of the quest, A Taste of Hope, you can get unlimited teleports to Verschneise or Darkmire or Sleep. This is in the swamp area. The teleportation Verschneise, I don't know how to pronounce that, teleports you right here to where you can complete Theater of Blood. Darkmire is good for AFKing on Vires. There's also a bank chest. And the last location is going to be Sleep, which I cannot teleport to since I have not completed Nightmare and I have not gotten the drop, which is Fasani's Nightmare drop. I believe the Sleepy Tablet gives you access to teleport there, and it's a 1 in a 100 drop. But if you're not going to do Nightmare, then don't worry about it. After completion of Dragon Slayer 2, you will get the Mythical Cape, which you can purchase, and that can teleport you right inside the Myths Guild. You can buy the Myths Cape for 10k. And upstairs here is one of the closest locations from a bank chest to a cooking range, which is just one tile. You don't even move. Bank chest, cooking range. You can also enter the statue here, and there's zero competition for killing, I believe, green, red, and blue dragons down here. After the completion of the quest, Making Friends with My Arm, you can teleport using the basalts, that being the troll's basalt or the stony basalt. So the troll basalt teleports you to the troll stronghold entrance here. There's a herb patch up here as well, so it's quick, easy access to herbs. And the icy basalt teleports you to the icy mountain part. And there's also another easy access to a herb patch here. Calcified moth, those are going for about 6 or 7k right now, so it's a little bit pricey, but that teleports you to Torum. There's a great mining activity over here. You can mine the calcified rocks on the wall. If you go north, you can go into Nezapalm, whatever that's called. And this is where you can kill the Sulfo Nagas. And you can also do the Perilous Moons bosses. The Ectophial has a cool animation teleport location, and that teleports you to the, obviously, Ectofungus, which is just north of the Mortmire Swamp, right above Port Phasmatis. The next quest teleportation item is going to be the Enhanced Lyre. This can be obtained after the Fremenick Trials quest, and this teleports you to 4 locations, the first one being Relica. You just play the little instrument. It's kind of a cool animation. Teleports you right south of the entrance of Relica. You can teleport to Waterbirth Island. Here's where you can kill the Dagonoth Kings on this island once you go through the maze. Nesnot, that's one of the islands. Well, that's one of the Fremenick Islands. There's a bank chest here. There are trolls. There is usually a shooting star location here. And the last location is going to be Jezo. It's the sister island to Nesnot. Not much to do here, just like Nesnot, but there's a bank chest and there's some mining locations here as well. Last quest teleportation is going to be the Camulet. Not really sure why you would use this, but it teleports you to Ankra's temple or the entrance right inside of the desert here. Not really sure why you would use this. You probably won't. I mean, maybe to get to the Desert Treasure Pyramid, but other than that, maybe the quarry for some sandstone if you want to tick that. But really no reason to use this teleport. Nothing's out here. There are 13 spirit tree locations, and 6 of them are player grown. That means you have to grow them, get the seed, and grow them yourself. That's Entrana, Brimhaven, Port Sarum, Hesidius, the Farming Guild, and obviously the last one where I am right now is your player-owned house. After completion of the Tree Gnome Village quest, you can use spirit trees to teleport to all of these locations around the map. With level 83 farming, you can start planting your spirit trees. So all the locations: the Tree Gnome Village, Tree Gnome Stronghold, the Khazar Battlefront, the GE, the Feltup Hills, Fremenick, Port Sarum, Etrana, Brimhaven, Hesidius, the Farming Guild, your house, and the Poison Waste. So each one of these locations is great for bossing. farming runs, clue scrolls, quests, just trying to get around the game pretty easily. All right, and the last little bit of teleports I want to tell you guys about is the fairy rings. That's the fairy ring here that you see around the map. It has some butterflies and it's a bunch of mushrooms in a circle. There are actually 52 fairy ring locations across the map, including Xanaris and your house. You can configure that and put in the little 3-letter code to teleport to any one of the locations after you've completed Fairy Tale Part 2 and got permission from the Fairy Godfather. And after completion of the Elite Lumbridge Diary, you will no longer need the Draman or the Lunar Staff in order to teleport using the fairy rings, so I can go ahead without that staff and just step on the fairy ring and teleport to any one of the locations. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed all of these teleports that I'm showing you today. If there's anything I've missed or anything that you use a lot, comment down below. You might help somebody in the future who's reading the comments and watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next video.